Hey, how's it going, everyone? Glenn here from Screen Realm with a review of Sweet Girl, brand new film that dropped on Netflix recently. And heck, where do I start with this one? I guess I could say that the atmosphere in the room changes whenever Jason Momoa appears on screen. He's that giant hulk of a guy whose gruff appearance kind of suggests that he might have been raised by wolverines deep in the Alaskan wilderness or something like that. I mean, everybody pays attention when this guy furrows that brow, offering that menacing glare through those tufts of matted hair. Simply put, he's a dreamboat, and his presence does enhance whatever story is being told. Sweet Girl has him play Ray, a husband and a father who loses his wife to cancer when the promise of a new drug is rescinded due to corporate greed and political corruption. The unbearable loss has him struggling to cope, and in a moment of grief he telephones in to a live television broadcast where the CEO of the pharmaceutical company, played by Justin Bartha from The Hangover, is engaged in a debate and threatening to hunt him down and kill him. Momoa's character earns himself a place on the FBI's watch list. All within the first act of the story, the plot then sort of hopscotches 6 months ahead and then 2 months ahead as Ray and his daughter Rachel are contacted by a journalist who has a story that will expose the corruption. Things then take a sudden turn as the father and daughter find themselves on the run from corporate and government hitmen, as well as the FBI, and blood is spilled and apparently morality is abandoned. Look, the honest truth is this is a very convoluted story to say the least, and were it not for Momoa's outrageous magnetism, then there'd be little left to save this mess of a movie. Director Brian Andrew Mendoza makes his directorial debut, which reunites him with Momoa, who he had previously produced in Road to Paloma, Braven, and the TV series Frontier. There is clearly a strong rapport. However, this particular vehicle comes to a grinding halt the moment the plot takes its first shift in time. And while I am reluctant to criticise heavily anybody making their debut, I happily direct all fault towards writers Greg Hurwitz and Philip Eisner, who previously penned Book of Henry and Event Horizon, respectively. They are much better than this dreck. The dialogue, oh god, it's completely stilted and transparent, with the words having no definition and no emotion attached to them. Almost every line is spoken just for the sake of plot device and story progression, bearing little to no depth at all. And this lack of cohesion extends to the action itself, with every seminal moment executed with zero dexterity. The fight sequences, of which there are many, are all by the numbers, and the choreography can be seen where it probably should be absent. The character actions and decisions don't feel natural at all, and regardless of Momoa's arresting presence on screen, his moments of bravado, revenge and heroism are reduced to sort of boring slap, hit and tackle antics. To sort of sum it all up, it can be said that the failings of a debut film can be attributed to the overall learning curve of a filmmaker. The potential and the promise, as well as the intention of the artist, can be the saving grace. But Sweet Girl just seems to be an ill-conceived premise from the outset. It isn't clever, it isn't interesting, the final act is downright stupid and treats the audience like idiots. Furthermore, there is no standout performance, and for a film that cements its premise on illness, loss and grief, and revenge, it completely fails to connect on any emotional level. So there it is. I would give this one 1 out of 5, but because Jason Momoa is such a stunning specimen of a man, I'll give it an extra half, so 1.5 out of 5.